Kurisu, stop it. Get some help. Good day, good people. It is another fine day in the year of the Ascent. Tumblr, Dave, and your United States Aviator. Welcome back. It is Sunday. Dang, right. It's OC action. Are you excited? I know you guys have been waiting for this. There's a lot of stuff happening today. So go ahead and hit the music because it's time for the Danganronpa Hunger Games Agent of Chaos OC episode. And let me tell you how we set up this fantastically lovely edition of the Hunger Games. We got people from the 3 OC qualifier episodes, the 5 people who just missed out on qualifying, and then the 5 people who got eliminated first. From the first, second, and third episode. From the free-for-all, it's the 5 people who just missed out on the championship and the 5 people who got in last. And then from the finale, it's the same, just 5 people who just missed out on qualifying, so what? 13th through 18th, and then the final 5 as well. And that's, you know, excluding if someone qualified earlier, we go one more person outward. And that's generally how this episode is set up. And you might notice there's actually some people here who actually qualified for the episode because they failed to qualify earlier on. That doesn't stop them from trying to be the agent of chaos because that's got a lot of power held onto it. So first let's introduce all the OCs who are here today. We have, from episode 1, Apollo, JFJ, Hana, Kiki, Koji, Lori, Mochi, Cole, Melody, and Loki. In episode 2, we saw Kurisu, Hajime, Murasaki, Kei, Daruma, Kikyu, Lucas, Marvelin, Tigra, and Rin join the fray. On to episode 3, we saw Machiko, Kitamura, Skyland, Kiyoshi, Siyubu, Ryuko, Rory, Omocha, Salem, and Rose join this cast. And on to the free-for-all, we saw Thunder, Michi, Ringo, Minori, Sakai, Haruki, Akio, Miyake, Seiji, and Lux come along as well. And then the finale, which crowned our new OC champion, Kazumi Murasakino, the ultimate sommelier. We had Paloma, Nunzio, Koemi, Ayane, and Daiki join this fray, as well as Akira, Ryuko, Lucas, Doris, and Minjae. And I know already because when setting this up, I'm gonna get Ryuko and Ryuko's names mixed up a fair share of times. But those are the OCs who are here today. Remember, the top 12 will join Akagi, Anaranha, Momochi, Asuga, Haruki, Koharu, Ikeui, Siyubu, Murasaki, Ken, Leiko, and the champ Kazumi. Yes, those 12. Yes, yes, yes. Those 12 will be joined by another 12 here today. And of course, it's the top 12 who are not already in that list. So, you know, Murasaki, who else? Siyubu's here. The folk who I named who are already in there, they will not be in that list of 12 again, clearly. But this is not just for who gets into that premiere episode. No. It's for something more than that. You know what it's for. It is for the right to be called the season's OC Agent of Chaos. And what does that mean? Just like last season, the final district will have both the champion and the Agent of Chaos in every single episode. The Agent of Chaos will spin a wheel 25% chance every single episode. To be fair, for every OC, that does not change. It will be 25% every single time. Last season, we only saw it hit once, and it hit on the very final time. Will that happen again? I don't know. It is all up to the OC Agent of Chaos. And of course, if Chaos does not reign, the Agent of Chaos is entered automatically into the finale. And that is the gist of the Agents of Chaos for the OCs. Are you ready to find out who they will be? Because you gotta make some comments. In the comments, go ahead and select. In fact, from this list, give me your fantasy draft of 12. Which 12 would you have going on? That's what I want to know. We got 50 folk here, but only 12 of them will proceed to the Season 8 premiere Hunger Games episode for the OCs. I'm gonna pick my top 3. You pick your top 12. Formulate your top 12. I'm gonna pick 3 though. And my 3 will be the legendary JFJ, because you know what? He needs some love. And I think he could be a good Agent of Chaos. It would be a good story to tell. I hope I didn't jinx him. Give me, Siyubu. And Rin. I like those 3 OCs a lot. I like a lot of these OCs, I really do. So it's really hard to pick, actually. I don't want to jinx Mochi. I really don't. But I think everyone wants to see Mochi succeed. Yeah, there's just... This was a really good setup. I actually like a lot of these characters. It's awesome. It's fantastic. You guys are great. And speaking of, if you see these characters and you're like, oh wait, but I want to submit characters too. I want an opportunity for my character to shine like this. Well, wait no longer, because now, officially, the OC submissions are open. That's right. They will be in the community tab, in the pinned comment, in the description, all of those places. You'll be able to see that link and enter your OCs. Go ahead and do it. Yeah, I mean, don't do it right now. Finish watching this and then go and do it. Like, what do? You got plenty of time to do it. You got plenty of time. But I think we just gotta go on. I've made my picks. You guys have made your picks, and hopefully you've contemplated on who you're gonna submit for your OCs. And remember, you gotta get your OC action going on there. I think we can just go, right? No, we can't just go. You know what we gotta do. Where's give me the music for it. The dice roll music. Alright. Here we go. I'm sorry? 90s icon Reptar? Reptar, look. You and I go way back, my boy. But I know what you are. You're a reptile. So I can't have you in the arena. I'm sorry, not anywhere near it. Is Ringo? Ringo's in this episode. Yeah, you. There's been too many of your kind, reptiles. In fact, your name starts with rep, so we can't have that. I'm sorry, my boy. We can't have you here. You're gonna cause some sort of havoc. And I can't have it. It's okay. Give me a nice little hug. It's a... I'm sorry? Oh, gosh. Oh. Nasty. Oh, now it's on my shirt. Why did I do that? Let's roll this thing. Keep your die away from creatures that could feast on it. Reptiles. We're resimulating just once. Ooh. I want you guys to remember for this retribution bout, that one, we hope we don't see a whole bunch of those. So, oddly enough, when we have resimulates that have just one resimulation, things get a little hectic on the first day. Let's see if that holds true as we resimulate just one time. Are you ready? I hope you are, because if you're not, too bad, we're going on. Let's see what unfolds, because it's the bloodbath, and the tributes are standing on their podium, and the horns, they are sounding, so can we please sound the horns? You love to hear those. Ringo runs away from the cornucopia, Miyake also runs away from the cornucopia, as does Kiki and Akira and Lori finds a huge rocket launcher. Everyone's out here running. They got the speed on them. Salem runs away from the cornucopia. Kirusu begins working on a plan to overthrow Monokuma. Haruki tells Skyland about body swapping with Sakai to mess with them. They're promptly killed to prevent a body swap win. Well, yeah. Ryoku spies a large, flashing red button in the cornucopia amongst the supplies. He recklessly presses it, and Daruma, Hana, Hajime, Paloma, Doris, Seiji, Kiyoshi, Koji, and Suyubu spontaneously combust. Remember this! JFJ and Minjay fight Koemi and Melody. JFJ and Minjay survive. Rest in peace to Melody and Koemi. Minori, Machiko, Lucas, and Tiger form a suicide pact, killing themselves, y'all. Remember. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious! Loki finds a backpack full of camping equipment. Murasaki sets off an explosive, killing Akio, Thunder, and Lux. Nunzio and Lucas compare knives that they found in the supplies, and Kei comes in with a spoon and she gets laughed at. Mochi sets off a bomb, killing Kikyu, Daiki, Kitamura, and Mocha. Y'all. Ayane takes a loaded shotgun from the supplies and fires it at Michi. Michi can see the pellets approaching in slow motion and dodges them all. Rory begins working on a plan to overthrow Monokuma. Apollo takes a running start, and Superman punches Cole, sending him flying across the arena. Rose finds a pistol, killing Marvelin and Ryuko. And Rin takes a handful of throwing knives. I feel like we might be close to your saving grace picks as we proceed. That was one of the bloodiest bloodbaths that there has ever been. What on earth? Okay. Kurisu tries to spearfish with the trident. Sakai isn't surprised that Ayane's made it here this far, but you know Ayane, winner of the free-for-all. I'm not surprised either. She knows what she's doing. Ringo puts all of their faith into Atua. Kiki and Lucas build a shelter together. Both of them have conflicting ideas on interior design. Kei, Rory, and Michi argue over what supplies to buy from AB Squares and despairs. Salem and JFJ track down and kill Ren. Oh no, Apollo puts all of his faith into Atua. Miyake finds a magic staff brimming with arcane energy. She uses a spell of her own making to kill Loki. That's the wild card. Mochi traps himself and bleeds out. And then Minjay, goodness gracious, what is this day? Sets off an explosive, killing Ryoku, Lori, Cole, and Akira. Rose immediately wakes up and has pancakes for breakfast. And I'll tell you what, that earns entry into the World Pancake Championship Invitational. You love to see that. You do love to see that. I'm gonna write your name down right here, because that is very important. Make sure to keep an eye out for those. Murasaki sips on apple cider, and Nunzio receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. How many did we lose? 33 of the 50. Y'all. Look at this. 33. I mean, it's a Claire de Lune 4. Haruki, Skyland, Daruma, Hana, Hajime, Paloma, Doris, Seiji, Kiyoshi, Koji, Suyubu, Koemi, Melody, Minori, Machiko, Lucas, Tigra, Akio, Thunder, Lux, Kikyu, Daiki, Kitamura, Mocha, Marvelin, Ryuko, Ren, Loki, Mochi, Ryoku, Lori, Cole, Akira. Told you, one resimulate is, for some reason, always super duper hectic. We lost 33 in a single day, most of them from the bloodbath. I don't know what to say. Did any episode perish completely? No, it doesn't look like it. But holy heck. We are getting down to the wire now, to say the least. We have, what, 17 remaining? Yeah, that's crazy. I have no words, and I'm sure a lot of you are shocked too, but 17 remaining, only 5 more? Yeah, until the top 12, and you have to keep in mind that Murasaki's already in. I think it's just Murasaki now who's already in, right? I'll have to double check my list once we get to our saving grace picks, but for right now, let's just proceed. It's JFJ, Kiki, Kurisu, Murasaki, Kei, Rory, Salem, Rose, Michi, Ringo, Sakai, Miyake, Nunzio, Ayane, Minjay, Lucas. And Apollo, who's black and white, so I didn't see his alive. I'm still a little shell-shocked from what just happened. We'll proceed, though. We'll proceed to see. Night 1. Minjay goes to the Love Hotel with Sakai, but somehow ends up waking up next to Salem. Lucas hops into an inflatable cauldron to make jokes about how he's emergency food. He might have a problem. Ayane, Kiki, and Kurisu all have s'mores around the campfire. Ringo sings Roy a lullaby. Apollo and Rose hold hands. Murasaki locks Kei in a coffin and buries her alive, but Kei manages to escape. Nunzio, Miyake, and JFJ play a game of strip poker. One thing leads to another and end up burying Miyake's body in the courtyard. That's a problem. That's not okay. Rest in peace to Miyake. That's a wild card thing to do for sure. Michi reminisces about the year of the horizon as we proceed. It's your final 16. Kurisu, at the start of day 2, reminisces about season 1. That was in the year of the aviator, never forget. Apollo receives an explosion from an unknown sponsor. Rose hands Minjay and Ringo an invitation to her birthday party. They both tear up the invitation before her eyes. Michi receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Nunzio impales Murasaki with a machete. Murasaki didn't really need to win this match, she was just here to, you know, get some Agent of Chaos action, but didn't quite get it. But she'll be there for the finale. For the premiere. Togami berates Sakai for hours. Sakai thinks that he and Togami grew closer that day. Rory and JFJ and Lucas discuss the killing life so far. Salem exclaims, "Not the Naegis," for no reason in particular. Ayane plants flowers around her campsite. A Monokuma unit corners and mauls Kei. Rest in peace, and Kiki reminisces about season 4. In contrast to the 33 that we lost, today we are just losing 1/11th of that. Goodness gracious. 36 are gone. Can we get Eclair de Lune 4? Miyake. Murasaki. Okay. 14. 14 remain, and they are Apollo, JFJ, Kiki, Kurisu. Only person from episode 2. Episode 3 still has Rory, Salem, and Rose. The free-for-all still features Michi, Ringo, and Sakai. And then the finale still has Nunzio, Ayane, Minjay, and Lucas. 2 more gone, and we will have our finale set, because I don't think anybody here is in the top 12. No. No, they are not. Yeah, okay, so yeah, the next 2 that go, we have our top 12 set, which means... Deep breath in and deep breath out, goodness gracious. This has been a ride, and I'm trying to, like, take it easy, because I expected this one to be way longer, and then the bloodbath put a shock to the system. 2 more until your top 12, 4 more until your saving grace picks. This has been a show. Remember! Let's proceed, let's see what unfolds at the start of night 2. Salem finds a sleeping Lucas on the ground. Salem raises her hand, waving it in front of her face before dusting off her shoulder, falling and punching Lucas right in the face. Michi, Sakai, Nunzio, and JFJ get together and form a rock band. Dope. Rose acts cute. Aw. Rory quietly hums. Ayane goes to the Love Hotel with Apollo, but somehow ends up waking up next to Kiki. Minjay sets up an outdoor generator, space heater, and floodlights. That man's is ready. He not only stands K-pop, he stands survival readiness. Ringo's ultimate move is fully charged, and Kurisu, stop it. Get some help. We'll proceed. Oh boy, it is the feast. And the cornucopia is replenished with food, weapons, and memoirs from the tribute's families. Michi grabs some rations. Minjay enjoys some steamed hams, despite the fact that they are most obviously grilled. And here is where we see the former champ rather, has fallen. Rose throws a knife into Apollo's head. Apollo will not be joining the Season 8 premiere, and neither will Salem as Sakai sets off an explosive, killing Salem, Kurisu, and Rory. But that does mean Kurisu and Roy will be in the premiere, as well as Sakai and everyone who else is left. So we have... No, wait! Nunzio finds a lucky four-leaf clover. Lucas stuffs a bundle of dry clothes into a backpack before sprinting away. Probably got some Uno cards in there too. JFJ gathers as much food into a bag as he possibly can before fleeing. Kiki decides not to go. Ringo's not going in as well, and Ayane dies from an infection. Rest in peace to the former champion. But she is now in the finale as well, so we will proceed, and I think we have day 3 to get through. As Nunzio slams Ringo through a table, Lucas and Sakai pool their money to hire Minjay as an assassin to kill Michi, but Michi is richer than them and pays Minjay to kill them instead. So Lucas and Sakai, they tried, but Minjay, he's K-pop stan, he's got the money. JFJ uses his special attack on Rose, the Mega Destruction Ball of Darkness and Destruction. There's nothing left of Rose, and Kiki sees smoke rising in the distance but decides not to investigate. I don't know what we're at anymore. Or are we at your final 5? Are we? I think we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we're at your final 6 actually as we proceed. We lost 8. Yes, 8 of the 14, which leaves us with 6. This has been a ride, and it's only been like 22 minutes. This is it. This is your Claire de Lune for Apollo, Salem, Kurisu, Rory, Ayane, Lucas, Sakai, Rose. And Apollo and Salem just missed the shot, but Kurisu, Rory, Ayane, Lucas, Sakai, and Rose will all make it to that Season 8 premiere to fight for the Ultimate Sommeliers Championship. As well as the folk who are left here as we see everybody's statuses. It's your final 6, so you know what it's time for. We got a nice final 6. Oh my gosh, 8 KOs, Minjay, what on earth? You know what it's time for. Your picks may have perished in the bloodbath because let me tell you, 33 people perished before night 1. Or yes, before night 1, which is something. So you might need some new picks. If you do, why not have them? In fact, make a special brand pick that's called a, Saving Grace pick. We still have, shockingly enough, my pick, JFJ. Shocking. I'm shocked that my picks survived the bloodbath, which was something else. We have Kiki, who also remains small, adorable, and ready to embrace the chaos maybe. We have Michi, who is here, almost won the championship in the free-for-all, so close, but not quite. We have Ringo, who has actually been causing chaos in the arena via reptiles. Stop! Nunzio with 2 KOs here today, trying to embrace that chaos as well, and Minjay, who has been very chaotic today with 8 KOs to his name. First, second, and third, you pick them. Who do you got? The winner will be your new OC Agent of Chaos, and more importantly, everyone who's here right now is already in the premiere, so everybody here is kind of a winner, if you gotta say anything. I'm gonna make my picks though. You make them in the comments by liking your comment, subscribing to your comment. You can't do that, but you can subscribe to the channel, so you might want to go ahead and do that instead. Commenting on your comment, replying to your comment, do what you gotta do, edit your comment, make your saving grace picks known first, second, and third. I'm gonna make mine, and I gotta stick with JFJ. I have to. That's the man's. And he could be the next Agent of Chaos, but he will finally get himself into a set of 24 championship match. I'm gonna take Ringo for second. Because honestly, it almost seems like the cards are aligned for Ringo to be the Agent of Chaos. If we're being completely honest. Give me Minjay for third because Minjay's been chaotic today. But honestly, once again, I'm fine with whatever happens. When it's RNG, you kind of just have to be. But it's your final 6, so I'm very shocked that we get to do this. Extremely shocked that JFJ, Kiki, Ringo, Michi, Nunzio, and Minjay are not actually the final 5. They are the final 6, which is why I'm so shocked based on how quickly this game is gone. I am extremely shocked that it is not a crisis of fate, but instead they all have the same determination, the same rate of pulse as that of a samurai woman. Are you prepared? Let's find out what unfolds. I think you're ready. I think I'm ready. Let's see what unfolds as we start night 3. Minjay and Nunzio have a pose off. Minjay wins. He's got that the K-pop stand. He's got the you know what it is. You know what it is. Kiki finds an Etch-a-Sketch and shows JFJ the portrait made for him. Oh, JFJ loves it and kisses Kiki on the forehead. Michi finds a big red button, presses it immediately. Has a death wish, perhaps. Much to her disappointment, the button does nothing. Ringo finds a big red button as well. They decide to leave it be. After what we saw in the bloodbath, you should not be pressing these buttons. Don't. We'll proceed. It is day 4. And my pick is gone, as Minjay finds a magical staff burning with arcane energy. Using a spell of his own making, he kills JFJ. Rest in peace to him. But JFJ will be fighting for the title come next Sunday. Ringo questions Michi's sanity. Kiki does Kiki things, and Nunzio finds a bow tie and puts it on because, well, bow ties are cool. As we proceed, we lost just the one, just my pick, and it is indeed a terrible turnabout for JFJ. You hate to see it, but we are now in your final 5 territory. We got a little bit of a brief samurai woman, but we got the final 5, and they are Kiki. They are Michi, Ringo, Nunzio, and Minjay, now with 9 KOs. That man is popping off. Almost has killed 20% of the competition. That's crazy. That's nuts. However, he hasn't yet. And there's birds? Well, if you hear them, you're gonna have to deal with them. But we have Kiki, we have Michi, Ringo, Nunzio, and Minjay. And they're all caught in what we like to call a crisis of fate. Are you ready? Let's go ahead. Let's proceed. Who wins this one? Who will be the next agent of chaos? We'll proceed and find out that it will potentially be Michi as she buys, or as Michi buys every version of Uno from AV's Wares and Despairs. Ringo spends all of her perks maxing out luck. That's probably smart in these games with RNG. Kiki and Nunzio create their own secret code language so they can communicate safely without any unwanted eavesdroppers listening in, and Minjay cries himself to sleep. It is day 5. Every time that everyone's in a bit, I'm like, Michi, Minjay, Nunzio, Ringo, and Kiki hunt for other tributes. We didn't lose a soul, so we can keep on going. And we don't lose, well, we might lose a soul in a second. Nunzio asks Ringo to help him go to sleep. Ringo lifts Nunzio onto her shoulders before dropping Nunzio's head onto her knee, knocking Nunzio out cold. Nunzio has gone to sleep. Minjay falls into a pit and dies. Rest in peace to him. Will not get that 10th KO. Kiki hops into an inflatable cauldron and makes jokes about how she's emergency food. She might have a problem too. And Michi wants to speak with the manager of AV's Wares and Despairs. No, you already purchased quite a bit of stuff. There will be no meetings with the manager. We've had the feast, but we have not had an arena event, but I'm feeling it right now. It's not. Nunzio severely injures Ringo but puts her out of her misery. Rest in peace to Ringo. We'll be fighting for that title though. Michi practices her archery, and Kiki immediately wakes up and has pancakes for breakfast. I love to see that. I'm gonna put you down on this list for the Pancake World Championship Invitational. Don't mind if I do. Kiki, you love to see that. You do love to see that. Could be the inaugural Pancake Champion. We will proceed. We lost 2. 2 souls are gone. Already going on to that premiere. But will not be embracing the chaos. Instead, they will be embracing this terrible turnabout for Minjay, Ringo, and see everybody's statuses. It is just Kiki, Nunzio, and Michi. I don't know who will come out on top. But it's still your final three, and they're all still technically caught in a crises of fate. But when there's this few people, it could all end in a moment's notice. It has happened in the past week. So, are you ready to see what unfolds? Kiki, Michi, and Nunzio will battle it out, and one of them will be the next Agent of Chaos. Who will it be? I will tell you that it will not be Michi, as Michi attempts to climb a tree but falls to her death. A shame, but already in that championship match, so it doesn't matter now. It doesn't matter, everyone's here. But Kiki refuses to leave an injured Nunzio's side. Will that bite Kiki in the butt? I don't know, but I will have to ask you guys a little something because it is just between Kiki and Nunzio. I must ask you once and for all, just who will it be? We have Kiki. Been a very adorable competitor. But could today be the day where adorableness turns into chaoticness? Or could it perhaps be Nunzio? Nunzio! The ultimate, sign language interpreter, I think? Maybe? I think so. Could be wrong about that. Could it be Nunzio's day? I don't know. But we have two folk, and they are Kiki, Nunzio. One will win, one will embrace the chaos for this coming season. And that person, as we click proceed, will either be Kiki or Nunzio. This actually went about 30 minutes long, so you know what, that's about fine. I'm not even gonna belabor this point. We're just gonna proceed and we will see that Kiki sets off an explosive, killing Nunzio. And explosive one. No, don't forget that. Explosives have been the name of the game this game. Kiki sets one off, killing Nunzio, and you know what that means. We will proceed because we do have to give a terrible, terrible turnabout for Michi, Nunzio. What a rush this was. I'm still trying to come down from what happened in the bloodbath, my gosh. However, we have our result. We can see everybody's statuses, just one kill to her name, but that's all that you need. You don't even need that, if we're being completely honest. We will go ahead and we will proceed. We can end this one. And we can say, not the result music, we will actually play this because... Lo and behold. Don't let the cute face fool you, and the adorable tiny hat. She knows how to deal cards. And now the cards are all in her hands. Cards that can cause a little bit of disruption and a little bit of chaos. Your winner and your second ever OC Agent of Chaos, earning the spot from the first episode of Qualifying Action. Kiki takes the win and embraces the chaos. You gotta love to see it. You do love to see it. I must reiterate. Never forget, low rolls on this die for some reason make the game crazy. That start was crazy. That was insane, especially for a game of 50 to lose 33, way more than half. That is something else. We'll proceed. Also, congratulations once again to Murasaki for making out of a bloodbath. Every time that happens, we gotta clap it up for her, because she's had a string of bad luck until towards the end of Season 7. Whew. Ooh. Placements. Here we are. We have Kiki as your new agent of chaos. And joining Kiki in the premiere episode for season 8 of the OCs, we have Nunzio, Michi, Ringo, Minjae, JFJ, Rose, Sakae, Lucas, Ayane, Rory, and Kurisu, all joining the fray. Goodness gracious, what a rush! And scrolling down, there's everyone else and how they placed. This was a fun one. This was something else. Also, I'll have to mention that the retribution for the OCs, when we roll and we see how many people join that retribution match, if we roll like 4, it's not the people who are what, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. It would be like after however many we're allotting per episode, because I don't know yet. It all depends on how many OCs are submitted. It'll probably be 8 again, because that just seems to work really nicely. So in that case, it would be 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th. If we rolled a 4. But we rolled a 1, so it would only be the 9th place person. That is how and no, that's also true. For the OCs, we double the roll, because there's so few episodes for the OCs. So that 1 would have been 2, so it would have been 9 and 10. So you could have up to 12 people in a single episode earn retribution. Or a retribution spot, rather. 1, I'm still caught up on it. I'm really still caught up on it. It's just nuts. It was nuts how this thing started. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious, to say the least. We'll proceed. That's everyone. Congratulations to the top 12. Oh man. Look at this. Ryoku. That is, and there were so many multiples of events. This was nuts. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. That's all I can say, but it all ended with Kiki setting off a good explosive, because you know what? That is what it is. That is exactly what it is. That's what it is. Congratulations to Kiki, that's all I can say. That is all I can say. The explosives were a force to be reckoned with in this episode, and for some reason they always are with the OC episodes. I don't know what it is about your OCs, but they like it when things explode. Y'all have some little Nagito minds up in here. There's your top 12. Once again, they will be moving on. Minjae and Ryoku both had 9 KOs. Ryoku got all of his at once, I believe, and Minjae, he worked for his. That was nuts. And you know what? We should have expected that from Ryoku. We should have. We really should have, because that's a part of his talent. JFJ with 5, very respectable. Mochi also with 5, very respectable. Murasaki, Nunzio, Rose, and Sakai all with 3. Everyone else with 1 or less. But it only takes 1 or none to win the game. And that is what Kiki did today. We'll go back to the reaping. And now we have every episode set. Every Agent of Chaos set. And this Thursday, Season 8 begins. So I hope you're ready. And I hope you'll grab some spaghetti for the premiere. One day I'm gonna just bring a plate of spaghetti with me. It's gonna be ridiculous, because I'm not gonna be able to eat it, because I'm just gonna be slurping all a bunch. Stay classy. Year of the Ascent. I'm still processing what happened. It's weird. It's strange when one of those games happen where I'm still in a state of shock. And it happened at the beginning, so I've been in a state of shock the entire time. Toon Link Dave, Year of the Ascent, United States Aviator, Toodaloo, Flight Crew. Thanks for watching, and don't forget, OC submissions now open. Go ahead and start submitting them. Go ahead and start putting them in. Thanks for watching.